Hey guys, it's Kavitha and Stan with the Sports Convo with the tight end news for 2019.
Is this still fantasy football?
It is.
Oh, I thought, okay. I got confused with the tight end part.
Oh.
Yeah, but
so you got another list somewhere.
there is. We'll do that on another video.
All right, we're gonna focus on the fantasy football tight ends.
That one might be age appropriate though, but we'll see.
All right, so number one, you can guess, I'm sure, is from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. Anyone in that offense should be good. Travis Kelce has proven year in and year out. He's missing consistency. Basically, you could put wide receiver numbers up. So if you can grab Travis Kelce in the late third, maybe fourth round, that's the guy you want to pick. He's the number one tight end. But I think we're in agreement on the top three.
Yes.
George Kittle from San Francisco.
Kittle.
Revelation last year. You had him, I think, in the league.
I did have him last year, and he was like our lifesaver. He was so amazing, and I would love him again this year, especially if Garoppolo is back.
Exactly, that's huge.
I think so.
I mean, he put up numbers even without him, so you know. The sky's the limit with Garoppolo in there. And then we're going Zach Ertz in Philadelphia.
Zach Ertz, and he's got
another model of
Carson
consistency.
Wentz.
Yeah, we hope he's healthy.
We do hope he's healthy.
But Ertz can perform no matter who the quarterback is. And then I think it differs a little bit as far as who people have lined up in their next tiers. A lot of people are going high on O.J. Howard. Now, personally, I don't know much about O.J. Howard because I don't watch the Tampa Bay Bucs because they're horrible. They're horrible.
Jameis Winston, I think, is going to do fairly well this year, and O.J. Howard he's always been on that list
to have a great season.
One of those elite tight ends.
Right.
But I think there are some better names out there.
I think so too. I think the guy in San Diego that's the heir to Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry, might be a name that's.
He had a great year a couple years ago. I actually had him on my team.
Okay.
And then last year he was injured, but I think Hunter Henry might be someone to watch this year. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, that's a name there, and I think a name that I'm high on. And speaking of stepping into someone's footsteps, Jimmy Graham was a great talent in New Orleans, but there might be another tight end that's ready to take that role in Jared Cook.
Yeah, and Jared Cook was really great at the Raiders, and I think he's going to be even better at the Saints. I think so. I really think he's going to be great, and I almost want to draft him before all these other tight ends that we were talking about, but I'm a little scared.
I agree with you, and I think I'm doing the same. I have Jared Cook right outside the top three elite. The reason why is, from what I have read, that the Saints are already pulling out plays from the Jimmy Graham years. I believe the tight end coach has talked about that, so they're really high on Jared Cook. In addition, the Saints have, besides Michael Thomas, you're talking about young receivers in Traquan Smith and some other young receivers. So while they develop, you have a safety valve in Jared Cook that had a great year last year in Oakland and is kind of coming into his own. So he's going to breed on that success. And look, anybody that plays in a dome and on turf, I love those guys. They're going to put up points.
I know. That's great. Just the situation is great, but the talent is also amazing.
Right, and now we have some guys who are, could be boom or bust. Now, surprisingly, Evan Ingram's in that category. He has all the talent in the world, maybe talent-wise, one of the best, if not the best tight end, talent-wise. But I don't know how the Giants will do and how he'll be used, if he'll be used to his talent level.
Yeah, and if he's used to his full potential, I think that he has a lot of potential, but we'll have to see what happens.
Exactly. My concern is with the Giant offense not being as good, and without OBJ there, I feel like teams are going to focus on stopping Saquon and Engram, and when you have that, it's going to be hard to put forth that output.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
There's a guy that I've been hearing a lot of buzz about with Vance McDonald in Pittsburgh. Now, I don't know about him. I've heard he's similar to an old school tight end that was popular, Todd Heath. But, from what I hear, Pittsburgh will spread the ball out. So I don't know if they're going to focus on one primary target. And what I like to try to do in fantasy is go with fantasy-friendly offenses. So I don't know if he fits into that category. But I've heard, he's a good player, and I don't know your thoughts on Vance McDonald.
I watched him last year, and I was very closely watching him because I wanted a tight end to draft, and I think that Vance McDonald actually has a lot of potential.
Okay.
I even watched him last night in the Steelers.
You're a big fan of the early preseason games.
I am. I do. I watch everything. I watch everything. But they were kind of favoring him a little bit. I think that he has the potential. I think that he would be someone I would watch, although he's not one of the top tier tight ends that I would pick. But maybe if I wanted a second, someone to stash on my bench, he would be someone I would stash. But someone that might not be a stashable tight end, but a front runner would be David Njoku.
David Njoku. Now, we've met David Njoku, and shout out to him.
Shout out.
Does a great camp in his hometown of New Jersey. But I don't want to pour cold water on his season, but I think he's not going to be fantasy-wise. I think in reality he'll be a great tight end. I think he'll be a great safety valve for a blanket for Baker Mayfield. But I don't know if you want him in your fantasy leagues. Maybe week to week matchup dependent.
Yeah, I think he's someone to watch out for though. Like if he is doing well in the first few weeks, why not?
Right. He has the talent. It's just I don't know. There's too many mouths to feed in that offense, and that's my concern there.
I do agree. When you have OBJ and you have Jarvis Landry and you have all these other people to throw to, but I think he might be a contender. We'll see. Right.
And then going back to the AFC South with my team, the Indianapolis Colts, Eric Ebron had the breakout year that people have been waiting for all his career since he was drafted in the first round by Detroit. Here's my concern with Eric Ebron, and I love Eric Ebron, by the way. I love him as a player. I love him as a character. Great team leader on the Indianapolis Colts. And in the tight end friendly offense, which I was just talking about, I probably will take him, being a Colts fan and that offense that I like. But Jack Doyle is back, and I don't know how they're going to split up reps with him. He is a guy that is going to get you touchdowns. He will score in the end zone because he's a big target. So I'm not as high as him. But look, I was wrong, before on him, and I hope I'm proved wrong again with him this year.
Yeah, Jack Doyle though came back at the end of last season, and Eric Ebron didn't really see a lot of a dip in his.
No, he didn't. Right, he was still
production.
deep in the end zone.
I know.
And
so I don't know if Jack Doyle is really going to take away from Eric Ebron.
You're right. He might play the blocking role, and you were saying as someone who watched the preseason, he scored again. I believe this in week 2 of the preseason. So he should be a top guy once you get out of the elite 3. Some sleepers that we have are a couple of rookies, but rookies don't perform as well as we hope. Tight end, and that's Noah Fant in Denver, TJ Hockenson in Detroit, but Detroit's offense might be very,
That might not be one you want to trust.
Exactly. They're supposed to run the ball, and we don't know how much of a passing option he'll be. But one name that I do love that can win you leagues is Darren Waller from the Oakland Raiders.
Oh.
That's a guy that I'm looking at. If I miss out on Jared Cook after the elite tight ends, and I miss out on Jared Cook or an Eric Ebron, I am looking at Darren Waller. They're going out of their way not to hype him up, not to even show him on the Hard Knock show that the Raiders are on, which has been disappointing this year, by the way. Boo to you, HBO, on that one. But Darren Waller has been a guy that they feel like he's going to step in and replace Jared Cook's output from last year.
All right. Well, we'll see about that. And the other tight end that has been kind of consistent for the last few years, and he may have to be consistent again, is Jordan Reed, because they don't have any other weapons on the Washington Redskins.
Yeah. Is that still a team?
So he's just going to have to step up.
I didn't know if they folded. I mean, they are horrible.
They might have folded, but Jordan Reed is going to have to step up because they have nobody else.
They have no
Do they have
one.
anybody else?
They don't.
I don't think so.
Is Jordan Reed even healthy? He's good when he's healthy, but and I like his game, and he's great as a passing option, but we'll see. And there's another guy that we're missing, and I'd be remiss to leave him out. Is a guy that's close and dear to your heart.
Delanie Walker.
Yeah, he's also one that's getting up there in age. So I don't know about his output.
And he's been injured, and
Right.
he has
Now,
a
would
really
you draft
good-
him as a fan of the Tennessee Titans? Would you put him on your team?
Can my fantasy league not hear what I have to say?
They can't. I believe they might be. Some of them might be watching.
I don't think that I would draft him, although I love him. I think we have a lot of other weapons out there with some new receivers.
Right. And if you want to win your fantasy league, you're probably not drafting him.
Yeah, but I would draft Derrick Henry.
But that's our tight end.